As we continue with our transparency and using different backgrounds within an image, this little review here just to go over how to resize the background to fit into the particular image so that it's a little bit easier when you're matching these up. If they're the same size, it just goes a lot easier. So we'll do a little review here. This goes way back to when we learned some cropping back earlier in the year. So my goal is to place part of this background behind this image of Mr. Haupt, matching up a little bit of some of the colors here. If I really wanted to get fancy, I could go in and perhaps add a little bit more orange to this image. So the first step is take a look at our original image that we're working with here, and let's see what the size of it is. Click on Image, Image Size, 640 by 800. So then what I could do is come over to my crop tool, and then I could change the size of the crop that I'm going to perform here with this background, and go ahead and change that to 640 pixels by 800. And then we can move that to wherever it is that we think we want to have for background here. So I'm thinking maybe I'll keep that little wheel line in there. So let's say I want that one. We'll go ahead and click that, and so there's our resized image. So now you can see when I move it over here, it's the same size. And then you would go ahead and perform your transparency here by getting rid of this background, and we were using the magic wand to get started there. And so let's go in and get rid of this background using our magic wand tool. First thing we'll do is change this to a layer. From the previous video we learned that. And I'll go ahead and select, and it looks like the selection's pretty good. Once again, you can add to the selection either by clicking up in these options here, add to selection, subtract from selection, or the shortcut key. Hold down the Alt key, you'll see it turns to a minus. Hold down the Shift key, it turns to a plus, so then I can go ahead and start adding some of these other elements here. Now it is getting rid of some of his hair here. That's a little tough to deal with. I think I'll just let that go. But I can go ahead and click on some of these little spots here that aren't quite selected, and then press delete. And that's pretty good. We'll call that good for now. Control D to deselect. And now let's bring in that background. Go to the Move tool. And then reverse the order of our layers. And there we are. And then if you like the way that looks, you could go ahead and merge that layer by flattening it. Save as. And you will be saving over on your student drive B in your folder. I'm going to put this over in my folder. There you go. So continue on, try with lots of different backgrounds, and then if you want to get real fancy, go ahead and make some adjustments to your background image to match a little bit closer with the color contrast within your main portrait.